But this is about scoring.
Good segue.
We're still talking about balls.
Well done. Yeah. Keep going.
But we're also talking about
Like an Archer episode with our phrasing.
That's my Michelle.
That's my Michelle, baby. The weird as hell, and it's great. Shannon Sharpe of Football Stardom. Also, podcast extraordinaire now. Him and Ocho, and he's also got his own where he broke the internet with Cat Williams' interview. The man is on screen 90% of the day, and for some reason, last week it was 99% of the day. Even though you really couldn't see him, you could hear it because Shannon Sharpe accidentally went live on Instagram while he was with his Michelle.
That's my Michelle.
That's my Michelle. So yeah, again, you couldn't really see or make out anything, but you definitely heard. You definitely heard the sounds of pleasure. And I mean, look, Unc fucking getting it, dude.
Yeah.
He's getting it, and Michelle's loving it. But at first he said he was hacked. Once one of his team members actually messaged him and was like, "Hey, you're live. Fucking turn your phone off." Yeah, but so he said that he was hacked. He quickly rebutted that, or retrieved it, anyways. But just admitted to his mistake that he was disappointed in himself. I mean, props for owning it. I mean, like it's one thing like PR. You always try to put a spin. You always try to get ahead of it. You always try to discredit. What I mean, like that's just standard protocol. So for him to do that, and then him and his team basically just kind of meet and be like, just own it. I mean, it's 2024. People want authenticity. We want genuineness. Hey, I fucked up, left it on, but at least it was a pretty good video for you guys, huh?
Yeah.
But he also goes on to say, what he actually is quoted by saying, he didn't say that. Guys, this was not staged. I came in, I threw my phone on the bed, engaged in an activity. I did not know IG Live. I never been on IG Live. I've never turned IG Live on, so I don't know how it works. And so all of a sudden, my other phone is going off. But yeah, this is kind of recanting it. It's Sharpe's longtime marketing guy who logged to his account, stopped the video, and posted the statement about being hacked. But Sharpe wanted to be honest, saying, "I said I just got to tell them the truth. My phone was not hacked. It wasn't a prank. It was me being a healthy, active male." And the pre moment of Zen. Oh, okay. You got this one there, Josh? As he pulls that out, the pre moment of Zen. I mean, Soul. I mean, any words for Unc or kind of on the situation?
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like mainly, and there were some people that are like, "Oh, this is so unprofessional. He should be fired." All this. I'm like, he's getting it on, and he's an old man who doesn't know how to use Instagram Live, and he accidentally turned it on. Like that's basically what it is.
Yeah. You know how many times people probably did that with other, like, how many streamers we see with inappropriate stuff like all the time accidentally. Like it's just, and I like the fact that in which we're getting ready to play, like where he first was like he got hacked and everyone was like, "Fuck it, embrace it." Like it was consensual. You weren't technically on screen. You heard a bunch of the other stuff, which is whatever, but it wasn't like anything you did was wrong. It just is embarrassing as hell.
Yeah.
That we're gonna point out. I mean, heck, he was on First Take or whatever. I forget the guys that said it, but like literally live on First Take. I think it was today, and he was making some point and talking about how with this hip, like how you use your hips, and he goes, "You not like the guy was like, you know how to use your hips." So he was just, and like I forget and again, I'm sorry, I apologize, I forgot your name because it was a really good zinger that you did. Yes, I use zinger. This is I'm bringing 1940s back. Just at least the sayings, not the other parts that were bad about the 1940s. But basically he went on Twitter after that was that they pointed that he was like, "If I lose my job at ESPN, this was well worth it." With him telling Shannon Sharpe that how you can use your hips. Yeah, you're right. So, but this is Shannon on his After Night podcast with Ocho Cinco, which Ocho Cinco is also just a gold mine of content, just of how his personality is. And him and Shannon are hilarious together.
Yeah,
so
they are.
Here you go. And let me unmute it real quick.
If you got that ooh wee, I ain't gonna lie to you, Ocho. If you got that ooh wee, I'm touching bus.
It's just a mind game. You got to mind fuck
TMB.
yourself. If you in, listen, if you're in the ooh wee, you got to think football, think sports, think some completely opposite of what
Nope.
you're doing. Help you
Nope.
last longer.
Hey, I'm telling you, if you got that ooh wee, I'm Mr. TMB. Touch and bust.
Touch and bust.
It's your fault. It's your fault. Be mad at yourself because you got that scunion. Be mad at yourself.
You're gonna end up in the
That's
group
all
chat.
right.
That
That's
ain't
all
a
right.
good look,
That's all
man.
right. Ocho, what you want me to do? If you got that ooh wee, man, you know you ain't lasting no longer. You ain't lasting long with that ooh wee. If she got that ooh wee,
That's so good.
TMB, touch and bust.
That's my Michelle, baby.
That's my shit.
But yeah, I mean, I just like that we're kind of in this kind of day and age where we're not like fake polite, because that's a lot of it. It's like with PR. Oh well, you've got to appease to everybody, so you don't want to offend, the super, prudes in the world. But I mean, I just like when people can just be themselves. I mean, if you don't like it, don't watch it. There's so much content out there for us to choose. Like, talk about hate watching earlier. It's like, just change the channel. You all right? I mean, go to another streaming source. Go to another video, another social media platform. I mean, there are billions of hours of content you can watch. So just make that choice. But, for him to not suffer any consequences from his employer as ESPN, even though he's got his own shit going that really at this point he doesn't need that ticket. But I'm just happy for the guy, man. It's because that could have been real bad. It could have been mishandled. I mean, it could have been spun around in a lot of different ways. But I think him getting in front of it, him and his team made the right choice on that. But yeah, do you guys got anything else before we wrap up?
That was just reminding me a little bit of like Chris Evans. He accidentally posted, this was years ago. He meant to post another picture and he posted a dick pic online and immediately took it down. But people screenshotted that real quick. No. And he was like, yeah, that was my fault. I'm sorry. And everyone was like, yeah, that's fine. I just now have your dick saved on my phone.
It's my screensaver. It's just floating.
Yeah. And the thing is like kind of embracing the craziness of that type of area where it's kind of embarrassing. But I mean, you think about it, Kim Kardashian's famous for those type of that kind of got famous from that, and that's how we have to keep up with Kardashians. Literally like a month ago, this little girl was drunk on Broadway in Nashville. Someone decided to stick a microphone in her face, and she said, "What, Tushka?" That's right. And now she's got a podcast. She's got people in agencies and stuff with her. She's traveling around the world because she's embracing it. And plus, if you take your 15 minutes of fame, and if you have at least something to offer other than just a soundbite, then you can run with it and embrace it. So, not to say everyone go out there and do those type of things, okay? But just take a bad situation and spin it in your direction and embrace it, because that's going to come off more genuine to the audience. So therefore we're going to like you more, especially if it's not bad. Okay. If it's not, some assault or something like that, where, you're doing something bad. Yes, it's embarrassing, but it doesn't mean it's wrong. And it's not like they're putting it out there on purpose. Like, so, I mean, Kim Kardashian got leaked. The Hawk Tuber girl, she just made a funny joke. So.
Well, yeah, we'll spit on that thing.